RGN channel here. I am going to test this Infiniti here. I'm back in Need for Speed here. I should have said that, which kind of obvious there, I would think, but this Infiniti here is, I've had it before. It's been a while. I've had it before. Sorry about that. I had to get something set up. So what I'm going to do is compare a couple of motors on the car. Bear with me for a moment as I get a few things set up here. Just about done, and we'll get on with this video here. This video here. This video here. This video here. All right, so I'm pretty sure I already know the fastest, best motor for the car, as I had this car before, as I said, and done some testing. But this time I want to show the testing with you guys here on how I test these cars. All right, so starting out here, I'm only testing the two best rated motors for the car. Right now it is the V6 one, which was rated at 310 right off bat from the beginning, so that's the highest rating one. And then the forged 5.0 liter was 306 or something like that. So we're going to test them out like this, do the higher rated one first, and then we will test out the 5.0. Now I've got 53 cars in the garage here. I don't think I've ever done a garage reveal here on this channel. Most of them are just plain cars, just color white, just colored, nothing really important to them. If you wish to see more cars that I've got here, then leave a comment, let me know whenever you see this video. So we're going to get testing here. We're going to do a what I believe is a quarter-mile run, which is over here. This little roadway here. This speed trap's about a quarter mile from one of the markings here. Well, I'll show you that. So let's get to it. Now, both of my motors here are running dual turbo, so there is that. I want everything to be exactly the same. The only thing I'm changing between them is the motor itself. So we'll see what kind of 0 to 60, or not 0 to 60, what kind of quarter mile puts down here. $155. So we'll go to Columbia and run it and see what we can do on Columbia, so you get an idea of the speed of it. I do typically drive in first person, so I think it's a Q70. I say Q, I mean the Q60. I say Q70 in the title there. My apologies for that. See what the top speed will be right here with nitrous. So I think it hit 240 right there. It's got a pretty solid top end to it. They didn't need that pole anyway, it was just in a way. Now, I'm not really going for an overall time here. I'm just trying to show you can get a feel of the acceleration and speed of the vehicle. So the overall time doesn't really matter. I'm not going to set any top time because the top times were set with some fast cars. You know, the 911. And these runs will be no nitrous except that one spot where I test the top speed at. Now we head back to the garage and swap it out. That's always fun, hitting that ramp.
Park it up. Take a load off.
Alright, so go ahead and swap out these motors. I already have both of them maxed out, so... And you can already see the difference in it. This one here has 177 more torque, or off the line, you know, and 99 more horsepower. And in my opinion, has a better sound, too. Let's get to, we're going to put to the same test exactly, the little quarter mile and the same track on Columbia as well. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's get it. So that's 1 or 2 faster than the last one. My bad, I looked away for a second there. Alright, second top speed. We got 241 out of this one. Oops. Notice I'm already 2 miles ahead of the competition. I'm not sure if I was on the last one or not. I think I was. No, I know which one I certainly think is faster and feels faster, but what do you think? And of course, like I said, I wasn't going for overall end numbers there. You see, I'm not the best driver, so I do run off the road some, and that takes time as well. And quite frankly, I don't have the patience to keep starting races over just to get a perfect lap or a perfect race. I just don't like doing that. All right, so you can make your own choice on what
gets out there. At least we ain't gotta worry about Mercer no more.
on what you think is the best. Personally, I like the 5 liter. To me, it feels faster. It's got a little bit better of a sound to it. Now, if I do say so myself, I think the 5 liter and the 4.7 are some of the best sounding motors in the game. And to give a comparison, there, I've got a couple cars that have the 4.7s in it, but the one I really like is my drag race Camaro here. That sound of it, of the idle even. You believe I got called a Nazi for building this car this way? It's kind of funny. I have a lot of cars that I build specifically for drag racing. I believe this one's set up for drag racing. It's the GNX or Grand National, similar to that anyway. This is set for drag. This one is set for... I don't think that one is. This is definitely set for drag racing. All of my Mustangs are set for drag racing. This Camaro is drag racing. The 7 liter doesn't sound as good as the other two I just mentioned. This is also set for drag race. Mentioned it has a V6, but that's the best motor for that truck that I have found. This car here, and the Aston Martin that was at the beginning of the list, are DLC cars. You had to get DLC. This one you actually have to pay $5 to get. This is set for drag racing. Like I said, all the Mustangs are. This is V6 as well, which is pretty fast. If you happen to follow my main channel over at Redbeard, which if you're interested, go ahead and search Redbeard on the YouTube, and you'll find me on there. And I got more videos on there. So this is basically a relatively new channel, if you couldn't tell, that a friend of mine and I, Steele, the co-founder, we've started this channel together, just as a friendly little game time thing, you know. Just kind of showing you the cars I've got in here so you can just get a look at them. Of course, here's the one we just checked out. This is one of my 3 Porsches. You can probably tell it's set for off-road. Like I said, most of my cars are basic schemes, if you will. This one I made look like an R34 from the front, but when you spin it around here to the back, you tell it's not. This is another one. This one is drag specific, just for drag racing, and it's quite good at it. If you haven't used it, you wouldn't. You know. There's the name of this channel, Steel Reaper Gaming Network. Steel for Steel, and Reaper for, well, my PlayStation name. Says stock on a tag, which is anything but, you know. I think they understand that when they see it, but SRG on the front window there. This is a fun little car. Not super fast, but it's a fun little thing to drive around sometimes. This car right here, this is actually a rare car. I say rare because you have to complete a challenge to get it, and only 4% of the people, or the player base for this game, has gotten it. It's not that fast, even with a motor swap and everything. But I keep it because it's a rare car, and this is exactly how it looks when you get it. You can't change any of the looks. You have to complete all of the drift events in the game to get this car. This one's something I just made up. If you know who Street Speed 717 is, then you know why I built this one. If not, go look them up on YouTube, and you will definitely understand. he's probably one of the biggest that I know Corvette YouTubers that I've seen. This is the big, not really big because it's a small car, but this is the a monster on a drag. You're drag racing it. It has beat many cars on a drag strip, and like I said, if you follow my my personal channel, you would have seen it in several. I know this is might be kind of boring just looking at these right here, but we'll get driving again shortly. I just wanted to show off the cars that I've built. This one took inspiration from a website I've seen. You possibly know the website, but the two-tone color was just something I wanted to do. It was different. This is my main Porsche 911 RSR. As you can see there, it's my main YouTube channel there, Redbeard. It's two words like shown here. That's a car I do a lot of racing with. That's what a car I've set a lot of track times with. Well, I say set track times, but I don't know what the overall times are, but for me and my friends, I've set a lot of them with that. And this last car here is probably one of the funnier cars, in my opinion. Except for drag racing as well. And funny enough, it had probably most of the downloads I've got out of all of my wraps I have up here. Because you can see, well, not that one, but I have a few of them that's up to be shared with other players. And a lot of them don't have any downloads. Most of them don't have any. That's got 4 now. I didn't have 4 last time, I don't think. That's had 1. Yeah, 18. So let's go out there and just this is the other black market car I was telling you about. It's not the fastest drag car I've got, but So that's the quarter mile before you without nitrous. So you decided to use nitrous on a drag race at a quarter mile with this one? Now I think if I'd hit it sooner, then we would have had a better time there. But if you're not facing the right angle, then you lose control because a lot of these. Most of the drag races happen in this area over here. From right here. $190 by that side. Typically when I do these, I gauge it by that second sign there. It was like 190 there. Now, whereas most of the people will come down, race, or I'm just looping and back up. At the intersections where I normally end my drag races there.
Good news, we got a new couch. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
Then you got cars like this one, which is a phenomenal drag car as well. It is, after all, the fastest, I would say the fastest car in the game. Some will argue with that, but I try to get it lined up the same every time, but it's kind of hard. The front of this car comes off the ground no matter if you hit nitrous or not when it's got drag tires. Like 192.25 miles with nitrous. That's pretty fast. I've been known to sit here for a while waiting on people to come up on drag race, even though they don't normally do it. For drag racing, it's all about if they're already doing it before you get here, then you might get a chance, but and this car, just like my main Porsche, it's exactly the same when it comes to performance. They both have a single turbo setup. Now, a lot of people argue that the single turbo is slower than the dual turbo, but myself and the other creator of this channel, Steel, we both tested them before. He had duals, I had singles, and I was pulling away from him on the high end.
Man, the cops are out for blood today, am I right?
Yes.
Even more of a hard ass than Mercer.
He had slightly better acceleration, like very low end, but that was it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I've been going on about enough of it, pretty much. I just want to show you guys the different motors for the Infiniti. So you can make a choice in which you prefer. As I said, I will be going with the forged 5-liter myself. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. That always helps us out in the algorithm. And if you did not like it, you can give it a thumbs down. That also will help in the algorithm. It's engagements, so they're all welcome. If you are new to this channel, which you probably are because it's a new channel, then smack the subscribe button. And while you're down there, go ahead and fondle the bell a little bit there and flick the notifications to turn on all notifications so you will be notified when we release a new video or go live again. Until next time, you all have a blessed day.